our planetary ascension. I want to talk about this today. I've posted so many things talking about the changes that were happening in our world, but I want to talk about it on a little different level because I felt a bunch of fear and uncertainty, and I know a lot of people are feeling that because we're all changing. The world is changing, but it's not falling apart. It may look like that right now because we haven't acted on what we came to do, meaning that's each of us. We all came to the earth with something to offer. It's within us. It grows as we live our lives, and then we have to grab it. We have to just understand that we were given, God gave us each something to bring to the world, and this is the time where we were meant to do that. I'm saying that because I'm doing this exactly the same thing. I've done so many different careers in my life, but they all led me to this place. Your life has led you to this time in the world as well, which means that you have something that you're supposed to bring to the world that could make things better. It is not up to one person or our government or any of that. It's within each of us. And you have to ask yourself the question, what would make anyone else have more ability to make things better or change things than you? What would make anyone better than you? What would give someone more talent, skill, or gifts than you? Nothing. It's only in your thinking. Everything that we do, that we experience in our life, is through our consciousness. This is why there's so much talk about mindset, state of mind, and all of that. And all of the work that I do is about your mindset, is about your state of mind. But the thing that I've done is that I've created a way for you to change it, and something that works, something that you can stay with that would make a difference. The changes that are happening in the world globally, you've seen all of them, you felt them probably energetically. Yes, some countries may not understand or have much going on, but there are others who are having worse things going on than what you might have. Why is that occurring? It's because it's a global change, meaning everything is changing, and we each contribute equally by what we decide to do in our lives. All of us. You have something within you that you're guided to, that God gave you, that you're supposed to live. And when you do that, then the energy, because it's an energetic universe, by the way. We create everything energetically, including our lives. But we do that through our thoughts. How are we thinking about ourselves? How are we thinking about others? How are we thinking about the world? And if we're in fear, we're putting lower energies of doubt into the world. And then if we're in love with ourselves, then we're doing something completely different. And what I'm doing is guiding people to love, guiding people to owning who they are, understanding their importance in the world now, because it's never been a more important time for you to become successful. I posted something about that the other day, and people didn't understand what that meant. It means that when you are successful, loving yourself, and putting that, something creative, doing whatever it might be, when you're putting that energy, it's just the energy, it doesn't even matter what you're doing, but it's the energy. Are you loving yourself? Are you loving what you're doing? Are you ignoring the thing that you feel, that intuitive thing that you feel that you're supposed to do, but you're putting it away? Yeah, I know that one because I did it for a really long time, and I don't allow my clients to do that anymore. You are here to do something extraordinary. We all are. There is no difference in any person, any human born, except how we think about ourselves. But it's a process. Fortunately, I made a process that can change that for you, and I'm thrilled about it. It only took me 40 years to do it, by the way, but it's here. And I'm saying this because I've only opened a few slots in my program because I'm going to make it more extensive, and it's going to be a lot more money later, but you can have it where it is now. Because what is more important for me at this time is seeing people become who they're meant to be. If you could understand the quantum sciences and understand how we create anything, how we manifest the world, it's the same as the way you manifest your life. It's all in our thoughts and the energetic quality of the thoughts that we each hold. But we put them all together, and if we're putting things together that are of lower energy, then we're going to continue to having the kind of chaos that we're having in the world right now. However, you should be grateful that you live during this time, because it's the most perfect time for you to become your best self. It's the perfect time for you to really thrive, because you're going to probably be a lot more motivated to do that, if nothing else, just out of the fear of what might happen if you don't do it. That's all. And so that's the work that I'm doing. But I just wanted to talk about it. Hope that you will understand. I was speaking to someone earlier and they were going through a lot of fear and they didn't want to move. I said, that's okay. Be patient with yourself, all of you, because we're going through changes that most people haven't experienced and it seems a little overwhelming. I am saying it's going to be okay because I've had this information. If you've read the messages on my site, Any Advice for Today, you would know that I've been talking about this for like more than 3 years now because I've known where we would be in the world. It's just that the energy has shifted up another level now, and so I have to do more as you have to do more. But the more that you have to do is decide to become your authentic, loving self. And that's the work that I'm doing. I'd love to work with you because you will be that person if you work with me because I see everything. As my client said this morning, can you see what I'm supposed to be? And I go, yes. I can always see that. I'm intuitive and I always get that. I can't make you do it. I can't make you fulfill your potential, but I can encourage you and I can guide you in a way that you will know that this is exactly what you're in the world to do because you have an extremely important purpose in the world and it's showing up for you right now. That's what's happening for all of us. All right. Love you guys and I'll see you soon.